Imagine waking up every day, feeling like your choices don't matter, like your money is just a number on a screen, disconnected from what you really care about. Maybe you lie awake at night, knowing deep down that your portfolio is quietly funding things you don't believe in. Maybe you curse the system for rewarding the same old, boring, destructive industries while the world burns around us. It's exhausting. It's frustrating. You want to shake the cage you're trapped in, but it feels like the bars are made of cold, unbreakable steel, and nobody hands you the key. You're stuck between two worlds, the one you live in, driven by greed and silence, and the one you dream about, a world where your money can actually change lives, where your investments are a force for good, not harm. But how? How can something as impersonal and deeply complicated as finance be the weapon that fights back, that heals, that builds instead of destroys? This isn't just some vague hope. It's the fight of your life, the silent rebellion that burns inside you, and maybe you didn't even know you had it. Because here's the brutal truth nobody tells you. Most investing today is just a slow suicide of your dreams. Buying into companies that exploit, pollute, and pretend to care while they bleed the planet dry. But your decision doesn't have to feed that system. It can fight it. Think about this. Every dollar in your portfolio is a vote, a loud roar or a quiet surrender. Which side are you on? If you buy into fossil fuels, weapons manufacturing, hate, exploitation, you're signing their checks. You're paying the price of a world on fire. But if you chose differently, if you looked beyond traditional returns and found companies that fix, heal, uplift, you could tilt the scales. You could come out swinging for what matters. What if your money could be a hammer that breaks the walls of complacency? What if it could nourish innovation in clean energy, affordable healthcare, education for the forgotten, and housing for those with none? This isn't some naive fantasy. The raw power to shape the world lies in your hands, leaking through the cracks of the system that tries to keep you compliant. You only have to grab it. It's uncomfortable. There are risks. The path isn't painless or easy, but it's real. This is impact investing, the science and art of putting dollars where soul meets strategy. More than just good feelings, it's about serious, measurable change. Projects that don't just greenwash but rewrite the rules on how businesses should behave. Investing with impact means demanding transparency, demanding accountability, and above all, demanding growth that doesn't carry a trail of destruction. It means rejecting the game they want you to play. And time is running out. Waiting to fix the system won't work because the system was built to reward obedience, not rebellion. It punishes the exceptional. It tells you to fit in, to stay quiet, to keep buying what others buy. It's designed to keep you small and your influence minuscule. But you are not here to be small. If your portfolio still follows the herd, you're feeding cages, not breaking them. If every dollar grows in silence, unevolved, you're complicit. But if you dare to invest differently, if you dare to look for opportunities that confront old power with radical new ideas, you become part of a movement bigger than you. Not a charity, not a feel-good project, but a collective uprising of money that fights for humanity's survival, dignity, and future. This is where your true power lives. Real impact doesn't mean sacrificing returns. It means redefining what success looks like. It means embedding your values into every decision. It means patience, because true change is a long game. But it also means action, because nothing changes if nothing changes. And here's a game changer. Not every sustainable or impact fund is created equal. Many are just dressed up versions of the same old thing, whispering kindness while screaming profit at the core. You have to be sharp, skeptical, and ruthless with your choices. Track what your money actually does. Look at portfolios, demand proof. Real impact investing moves capital into enterprises that are transparent about their outcomes, be it reducing carbon emissions, improving health outcomes, or lifting people out of poverty through innovative solutions. You become a guardian of this new ecosystem. Your money becomes a torch, illuminating the spaces others ignore, powering movements that will rewrite the story of finance from greed to purpose. Remember this: the world isn't broken because we need more money or ambition. It's broken because the system rewards mediocrity, obedience, and complacency. It punishes those who fight to be different, but your investments can be your rebellion, your silent roar, and the moment you realize that, everything shifts. Suddenly, every purchase, every transaction, every decision in your portfolio can be a step toward freedom. Not just personal freedom, but the freedom of those who have been trapped, excluded, ignored. This is not about fitting in or owning the biggest portfolio on the block. It's about aligning your resources with your deepest fire. It's about harnessing the fierce energy inside you that refuses to accept the world as it is. That says, I won't just live in this cage, I'll break it. The portfolio you build today can be the foundation of the world you want tomorrow. One where individuality isn't punished but celebrated. One where difference isn't erased but honored. One where power isn't hoarded but shared and multiplied by those who dare to dream louder and burn brighter. No system will hand you this chance on a silver platter. You have to take it. Question everything you think you know about investing. Tear down assumptions. Be patient but relentless. Connect with those few who burn as fiercely as you do. Because impact investing isn't a club for the comfortable. It's for the restless, the bold, the ones who look at the collapsing ecosystems and say, not on my watch. You have to be sovereign. Your will is your weapon. When you break free, your choices become transformative. Not just for your financial future, but for the millions whose lives hang in balance. That's real freedom. The freedom to build, to heal, to change the chains into bridges. You've probably felt it. The uncomfortable itch inside you, the quiet, unbearable hum that you're meant for more than just numbers and profits. The world calls out for leaders who refuse to bow. So don't just ask if your portfolio can change the world. Know this: it can, it must, it will. Every dollar is a vote, every investment, a revolution. The question is not whether the world can be changed through your portfolio. The real question is, are you ready to be the one who changes it? Because it won't happen by chance. It happens by choice, by courage, by the refusal to live a borrowed life. This movement isn't for the many. It's for the rare few who rise from the edges, who question everything, who burn with a fire that refuses to be snuffed out. This is your call. Will you silence that fire, or will you set it free? The power lies within, waiting. Don't just invest, ignite.